I believe it's 2002 or 2003, 25 September 2022. I have not seen that junkie Tony since yesterday evening, and it's been quiet, same as that video I took earlier today in the morning. So for the first time in years, people are actually enjoying peace and quiet. This poor terrorized neighborhood, for the first time in so many years, is feeling safe and secure, or at least from one junkie. Important development though. One of the members of his group effectively threatened me today. He said, "What you're doing is dangerous." So I just got off 2 phone calls to the Link to Home Homeless. I asked them to find me a suitable hotel accommodation. They came back, they told they couldn't find it. So I've registered that. Had to spend close to 1.5 hours. And more than 1 hour of that was because the person hung up on the first call before I managed to ask a question about how to get an audio recording of all my conversations. Called them second time. A lot of strange things happen. But we'll just wait for the call recordings. And that's a good thing about that. There are safeguards in the system developed by wise people who knew when they were developing the system that, yes, we want to trust in the good in people, but unless we put effective safeguards, the evil will destroy the system. So all I can feel is massive gratitude to the people who designed the system. And I will do my part by strengthening that system. For that, I have to do my law school studies. Actually, I haven't been able to touch my studies, barely, just today. And then tomorrow, apparently, I have to attend an event at that law firm. So that's a launch of UNSW Law Journal. And the featured guest speaker is, if I remember correctly, is the Chief Justice of the High Court of Australia, the Honorable Susan. I don't want to misspell her last name. So yeah, so yes, and I'm a big fan of her. So I have to be. I am attending that event. It's at 6 p.m. tomorrow in one of the top law firms. So, well, looks like yesterday, finally detained him after about 15 phone calls I was forced to do to the police, and for the first time ever, today there was a whole day of peace and quiet. Well, now I'm under the threat. Direct physical threat by that group of junkies. Apparently they're quite pissed off. Police still has not given me that PVO, so today is day 3. So I was told they will bring it to me on the 23rd. Didn't bring it. They told me they were going to bring it on the 24th. Didn't bring it. Today I didn't call the police. I mean, this junkie is not around by the look of it. But what is important? It's critical for me to know. It's actually now a critical fact. If that junkie has indeed been detained, as I believe he has been, about 8 p.m. yesterday, that's a critical information, because right now, that gang of junkies is a very, very pissed off, and that's kind of putting it extremely diplomatically. So for the first, so in the past they were kind of, they were. I mean, that's the first threat, by the way, but they were kind of doing it in a casual way. Today was like a frontal frontal kind of view, frontal assault threat. He told me, what you're doing is dangerous. And I just stood my ground. I said, hey, you were in the wrong, motherfuckers. But I didn't say motherfuckers, of course. But you know what? These junkies, this basically, it's exactly what's happening in the prison. That's what's happening. But it's happening here in the center of Sydney, in the electorate of Scott Morrison. Okay? That's how bad the situation of systemic racism has become. So I'm going to now petition the federal government to make sure we cleanse this country out of that racism. Okay. Well, now I definitely have to watch my back with these local junkies. So I'm going to barricade myself again for the third night in a row. And we'll take it from there.